My hands steady, I feel ready, but my legs heavy, I don't get it. How come I haven't hit it already? Still working, I'm still learning, I'm still searching, finally earning something, finally turning something called a profit. If I hear you talking shit.
Wow, it's so hot today, and thank you for the subscribers, likers to my channel. It's been a while. I know it took me a while to create some vlogs, mainly because I'm busy at work. So anyway, today we are going to review another running shoe, and this is for trail. Okay, I know it's a busy season for trail running and trail hiking, of course. So people are talking about trail running shoe or hiking shoe that is good for them. And I know this new shoe that came out from Soucony has been the talk of the town or the community of trail running. And what I'm talking about, which is we're going to review today, is the Endorphin Trail. So Endorphin Trail was recently released a few weeks ago, and yeah, it's been a buzz. I mean, not a bust, a buzz. I mean, a talk of the community, like I said. Now, without further ado, we are going to talk about the material and of course the performance. I did a couple of runs with this shoe, about 8 to 10 miles accumulated to this shoe before talking about it, of course. And just a full disclosure, I'm not being paid by Soucony or anyone to review the shoe. Alright, here you go. So let's go ahead and talk about the material used on this new shoe. So on the upper, you can see an engineered mesh overlaid with some rubber at the forefoot. As you can see, the rubber there, it's mainly to protect the mesh, of course, being slashed out during any pointy substance that could harm the shoe. So that would be the purpose of that rubber there. And of course, the tongue is already attached to the shoe, so it felt like more of a booty construction. And of course, elastic laces here and a well padded heel. Okay, when I say a well padded heel, it is really a sturdy heel. It can really hold and lock your ankle down, which is one of the best thing about this shoe. So you have some material here that holds up very well, and a well padded heel counter. You won't have any problems with any rubbing at the heel. You're good on that. Moving on to the midsole, of course, we have the Power Run PB by Endorphin. So if you have used an Endorphin Pro, Endorphin Speed road running shoe, then you know the cushion or the material that was used. Okay, according to Soucony, they are using the same material on this shoe, but one thing I can say about that is the cushion is not the same as the road running version of this shoe, the Endorphin Speed or Endorphin Pro. For those that haven't tried those shoes, it's a little bit, the density is a little bit soft compared to the trail running version. So you can really feel the cushion on the road running Endorphins. Compared to this one, it's a little bit compact for the cushion, but you can still feel a bit of softness. One thing that I can say, this is something that I would take for a hike maybe, or a slow run on a non-technical terrain, because I have bad experience with this kind of stack height. So by the way, this is a 4mm drop, 36-32. 36mm stack height for me personally is not good. Okay, this kind of shoe reminds me a lot of the Speed Goat original, I mean the version 1. With that Hoka One Speed Goat with a high stack height, I twisted my ankle multiple times, and it kind of remind me of this stack height. So according to some reviewers out there, as I have read and watched their videos, of course, they also had the same experience of twisting their ankle with this shoe. So I'm beginning to think that I don't really recommend this for a fast running type of trail run. So moving on to the outsole, we have here a Power Track rubber. You will see a really aggressive lugs here, as you can see, One thing I can say about this lug, it's really grippy and reminds me a lot of the Speed Cross or the Cross of Salomon. So it kind of have a good grip on the ground, and it is really sticky. One thing that I can say about that. And looking at it, durability is really high with this kind of rubber, and of course the lugs will last long. Alright, so that is the material that is used on this Endorphin trail. Now let's talk about the positive and negatives about this shoe. So first, positives on this shoe would be the upper. The upper on the forefoot would have a lot of room, or ample enough room for your toes. So I have no problem with that. Now the second positive is of course the design. It is really eye-catching. Immediately some people are interested of getting this one because of the design. And for the outsole, which is the third positive of this shoe, it has a really grippy outsole, and durability is really prominent and very high on this kind of outsole, so it would last long. Now let's talk about the negatives. So first negative that I immediately felt on this shoe is mainly goes to the upper, okay, the mid upper. So with the booty type construction, or with that tongue attached to this upper, kinda had that constricting feel. Even other shoe that is similar build, it always had this constricting feel on the upper mid arc. You can adjust it through the laces, however immediately you will feel that. I don't know how it goes to long runs. Now other negative on this shoe is the mesh construction. I find that it's kind of hot. Breathability is less on this type of shoe. So for runners that usually goes to water crossing or river crossing, I should say, I don't think that it has a lot of breathability for the water to come out. That's one of the negative. And the last negative on this shoe is the weight. The weight is around 11 ounces, and as a trail runner, you would really appreciate a shoe that is at least 10 ounce or less. But with this kind of weight, 11 ounces, I think you have more options out there in the market. Plus the price is about $160 to $199. So you would have more options out there. So performance wise, I would suggest this for light running and hiking. So for fast trail running, I would think of other shoes out there that is around the $199 price or $200 price. So that is my review on this shoe. Thank you again for watching. Stay healthy, stay safe, peace out.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want, so I'll take it on. I've made mistakes, but mistakes make you strong.